I had to get that for the, what is it called? Brain fog. It's called thumbnail. Mm, Again, I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube Live. I hope everybody's Tuesday is going well. I'm not going live tomorrow, but I think I will go live Thursday on my actual birthday. But how is everybody doing today in these crazy times? How is everybody? Hey, G2G. He's mine, and I'm his. It doesn't matter what I think. Hey, Narish. Hey, Afreda Harrison. Hey, John Wesley. Thank you so much. I am from the U.S. of America. Thank you so much, y'all. Lord Jesus. I just don't understand life sometimes. Do y'all want to know what I did last night? No, I'm gonna wait. I will wait because I'm saving this live on YouTube probably, and I don't want to ruin the surprise that I have. Not saying it is permanent, but it's the fact that I did it, you know, with limitations. You have such a glow that's a testimony of God smiling on you. Amen. Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. Cause I just made the bed. I showered, brushed my teeth, washed my face, um, moisturized, and set this up to talk to you guys. And if you're on here, I'm on YouTube Live. The US may not have TikTok anymore after the 19th of this month. So I'm on all other platforms, including Red Note. I done went and created a Red Note, y'all. That is crazy. But I'm, for anybody that don't know what that is, I'm definitely on Instagram and YouTube. Thank God you can do it. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what Lemon 8 is, y'all. I'm low key kinda old. I'm sorry. I'll look into Lemonade, but me, I like to keep things simple. You know, I don't, I'm okay with YouTube, I'm okay with Instagram, and I was okay with TikTok. I rarely really post on YouTube, but like certain videos on TikTok, I was uploading to the shorts on my YouTube, and also a few I was uploading those on my Instagram. And I just, I keep seeing Lemonade, and you love Lemonade. How old are you? Because in my head, I thought it was for like people so much younger than me. You have anything problem wearing oxygen? Yes. Um, but I'll look into Lemonade. I'll look into it. Hey YouTube. But can you go live on Lemonade? Can you go live on there? I'll look. I'll look into it. I'm just on both phones right now. I can't look right now. And it's so funny how people keep following me on here like it's gonna be a TikTok for the US after the 19th. And I think we still get to keep our profiles. We just can't use it in the US. We can't use the app anymore. So if I was to travel to like London or, a different country that uses TikTok, I could still upload content. Thank you. Hey to my people on YouTube. Okay. Hey y'all. I'm gonna try to get that first video after my birthday. I will try. YouTube is a different ball game. I started out on YouTube. Hey Robert. I started out on YouTube. Oh my god, I'm so. Ooh, I'm just so. I feel good, but I'm tired. God is in control. I was on oxygen and I'm battling heart disease. I have had so many surgeries. All. Yeah, God is definitely in control of everything. No matter how good or how bad we have it, God is in control of it all. Of it all. And that's one thing I know. I surrendered everything. I have no control over my life. God has all the control over my life. That's how I like to live. Hey JD, I like to just let Him establish everything every day that I wake up. Like, establish my steps. What should I be doing today? And I also learn to deny my flesh every day. It takes some people having something devastating happen to them for them to really understand why living in the spirit is the only way, okay, instead of living in the flesh, because we give our flesh and we give this world so much credit when in reality what happens to us eternally is what truly matters. So like Alfreda said, God is in control. She's had so many surgeries dealing with what she's going through here on earth. Is it loading for anyone else? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta start over. Okay. Hey JD, how are you feeling today? You look beautiful as usual. Thank you so much. I feel really good spiritually. I'm just tired, sleepy, but I feel really good. A little in pain. I'm so used to going through pain. So, in some pain here and there, but I feel really good. I feel really good. Oh my gosh, y'all. I feel so good on the inside. How was your veggie soup yesterday? I didn't have that. I made I just made noodles with my Korean glass noodles. So basically sweet potato noodles. You can have those when you're dealing with chronic illnesses. And I made them like in soup style, kind of, with spinach. Nothing too crazy. I really think I'm going to get your manual about the eating for autoimmune disorders and inflammation. I have rheumatoid, a blood, skin, and muscle antibody from it. Yeah, definitely get it. My whole foot, like I said, y'all, sometimes I eat things I know I'm not supposed to, and I start dealing with the repercussions. So my whole foot yesterday, the whole foot, the whole foot, the toes, everything was swollen and burning. I couldn't even walk on the bottom of my foot because I decided to eat a slice of cake. So what's inside of cake are grains, dairy. So when you have autoimmune issues and you want to figure out your triggers, you have to avoid food groups. Not necessarily a food or a meat and only eat veggies. You have to ignore food groups. And I ate so many food groups yesterday that triggers inflammation and chronic um, symptoms. So yes, you have rheumatoid arthritis, you should definitely get my book. You don't have to get the physical copy. I have the digital copy in my Instagram bio or my TikTok bio. I don't think it's in my YouTube bio right now. I have to put it in there. Yeah, I'm diagnosed with myositis because of anti-synthetase syndrome. So yes, it's just a really it's a really good book. When I'm eating properly, well, I always eat properly, but once a week I always mess up depending on the type of week I've had. But eating like you start eating like that, you're gonna want to stay inside of the lines of eating like that and not go back outside of them. Like I deal with arthritis because of anti-synthetase syndrome. I only deal with those pains when I'm eating outside of the diet. And when I say eating outside of the diet, you don't have to eat a full course meal. You could eat one small little thing and boom, as soon as it hits your bloodstream, it's hitting every trigger in your body. Do my symptoms get worse in the heat? I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all because a lot of people have issues still, and I'm not saying that the diet is gonna like make the issues disappear. But what you will notice is you'll be able to be in heat or be in cold and not deal with the symptoms that bad. Because when I first, like, just growing up, I could never be around cold air, and it's because of like the pulmonary fibrosis and I guess the mucus that is inside your lungs. But since I've been juicing, staying away from trigger foods, so when you have a lung disease and you're dealing with mucus, you definitely want to stay away from foods that produces mucus. So when I don't eat like that, I don't worry about other things. That stuff don't even cross my mind anymore. I can be in any weather. I can be with a person who does not have a chronic illness and we can both be in the heat, and because of how I eat versus how they eat, they will suffer in the sun before I do. Because I'm hydrated. I don't have foods in my body that causes like, your body to act weird in heat, or your breathing to act weird in the cold. So I just say try to diet. I'm not saying it's gonna be like the medicine for the disease, but it'll really solve a lot of the issues that you have. And it's like when you're on medication, but you're also eating foods that still trigger you, it's really no point of you being on the medication that's a band-aid anyway. So you have to like hit these diseases in all areas. You really do have to change your diet. See, me, I went in with this diet as a lifestyle change for the rest of the life, because if they told me that I'm going to be dealing with this disease for the rest of my life, then I need to make lifestyle changes that's going to keep me like prospering in this disease for the rest of my life. So that's when I start the AIP diet. It's going to be 2 years in May this year that I've been on this diet. And anytime I eat one slight little, tiny little peck of something that's outside of that diet, I experience my symptoms flaring up. But it's not, it's like, of course, you're still going to have issues. Of course, you're not going to wake up and, like, say if you have a muscle and joint disease, like two of them, like me, you're not going to wake up and just be fully strengthened. You still have to build and gain everything that you lost. So I'm in that process also, which is why I believe I will be in remission. Um, you know, as time persists, and it's all God's timing and His plan. And it's like I juice a lot. I drink herbs. Gut health is important. You need vitamins. It's a lot that you have to really take serious when you have an autoimmune disease and when you're dealing with a terminal disease. You want to keep it under control. You don't want things to get worse. So it's a lot of things that I used to be tore up about that I don't be tore up about anymore because of how I eat, what sits in my stomach. And nothing really sits in my stomach. Everything that I take in is good for my health. It's good for our bodies. And then I'm just avoiding foods, regardless if they're healthy or not, organic or not. I'm avoiding foods that trigger the disease. So as long as the disease isn't being triggered by anything like food, you're likely going to have better days. Am I able to have children? Not in this condition, no. But then again, you just never know what type of miracle God would perform. But in this condition, definitely not. Thank you. It's called anti-synthetase syndrome. And it's called anti-synthetase syndrome. And it's rare. I was born with it. I've dealt with the issues since youth. And with anti-synthetase syndrome, it attacks my body. So I ended up developing other autoimmune diseases because of that one. So myositis, interstitial lung disease. I'm naming the symptoms, which are diseases on their own. So myositis, interstitial lung disease, Raynaud's, fever for no reason, and arthritis, non-erosive arthritis. So that explains the arthritis issues I was having young as well. So with those diseases, if you could just look up the symptoms, it explains why I was going through so much, feeling like I had like a voodoo doll, feelings, pains, and random, just craziness going on in my body. Outside of the anti-synthetase syndrome, I'm also diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome, and that's also another muscle and joint disease, and it also has its own other crazy symptoms as well. And I do remember starting to experience some of those symptoms here in high school. I was like 15. And back then I used to always Google my symptoms, and I used to think maybe I have lupus. And I've went to the doctors before, but tests were never ran. It was just it's probably growing pains, or it's probably her sickle cell trait. So those are the diseases I'm diagnosed with, and specifically antibody PL12 positive as well. So those are the diseases. I haven't met anyone else antibody positive PL12, only antibody Jo1. And I met one person that said they were positive antibody PL7. So I've never heard anyone have the PL12 or PL7 other than me. And then everyone else that I meet that has myositis, they are diagnosed with antibody Jo1. So I have myositis also if the muscle in the skin. I have the Rhabdo 4 times. You said I need to get it from Instagram. Is your Instagram listed in your bio? What is exactly the name of you? My Instagram name is Erica D. Asia. The same as here. It may be in the bio. I just cleared my links out. Let me get my laptop. I just cleared my links on YouTube because it was too many of them. Let's see. Okay. Let me see what YouTube says, because this is YouTube asking me about this. So I have a digital copy, and then I also have these physical copies on Amazon. So let me see what YouTube says right now. Because if there's a link in my YouTube bio description or whatever you want to call it, it's 9 times out of 10 probably the digital to my Patreon. So the digital copy is sold on my Patreon account. I couldn't turn it into a Kindle, you know, version because it was hard because of how I like constructed it. I didn't construct it in a proper way for it to be transferred into like a Kindle ebook. So I just sell it as a digital copy on my Patreon and a physical copy on Amazon. So yes, my Instagram link is in my bio on YouTube. So if you click my Instagram, I have a link tree. Wait, that's not my Instagram. Let's see. You can click the TikTok. It's in the TikTok bio as well. JD 2020. I'm probably only gonna be on here for 30 minutes today. It's like you describing me. Girl, I can go even deeper and further with the description of how we be feeling. It's like, it's so much to list. And I feel like when I used to go to the doctor, and you know, when you get to the doctor and they say, you know, check off all the issues you have, all of them, and they let you add in things. So I used to be checking off everything. I'm having this issue, this issue, and then I'm going in there looking like this, and they're probably thinking she's a hypochondriac or something. So they're not taking me serious. I just got diagnosed with AS, and I wake up coughing bad. Is that something you deal with? Yes and no. So, like I said earlier, it's a lot of stuff that I used to deal with really bad that I don't deal with as bad anymore. Um, that I don't deal with as bad anymore because of how I've like switched my diet. Like, I've always been a healthy eater. I never really ate meat. I've never been a red meat eater, pork eater. I've never been just a meat eater, and it's because of my blood type, and I didn't realize that until this year when I learned what my blood type is. But since young, I've always eaten like a very, very healthy diet. Okay, like, so when I learned that it goes deeper than meat versus veggies, um, organic versus processed, I learned that it is food groups that we should be worried about. So it's like nightshade vegetables for me, has caused acid reflux and heartburn and stomach issues, and just issues inside of my joints. And if you purchase this book, there's a list of like the foods that you would avoid and include on a diet. Then you have dairy. So a lot of your coughing is going to probably come depending on if you're coughing up anything. And I don't even know what like AS is yet because I didn't look it up. But like switching my diet, juicing herbs, staying away from foods that trigger autoimmunity, and things that trigger, you know, lung issues and coughing and mucus and all of that, and humidifier and air purifier. All of that keeps me from coughing really bad. I don't have an air purifier or a humidifier anymore. But I did when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. And I do notice those trees out there too. As soon as you get in Atlanta or Georgia, it's just the breathing is worse for me. But I'm in Florida now, and it's just like environment plays a role as well. So you need to get an air purifier and a humidifier. Um, you need to keep a very clean space. I don't know what AS is because I haven't looked it up yet, but it's things that we can do to help the situation, and there are also foods that we cannot eat to help the coughing situation also, because I don't cough as bad anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, I still cough, but I used to have I still have that cough when I cough, but I used to cough. Like, I would be coughing up my lungs. Like, I cough so bad to where my rib cage feels bruised. Like that's how bad I cough when I get a cough fit. They call them cough fits. So I deal with coughing really bad, and that's why I do what I need to do. My blood type is A positive. That's what I do what I need to do to not cough. That's why I make sure I don't eat stuff that would have me coughing, and a lot of the stuff are like dairy products. I have to get off dairy years ago. It kept my rheumatoid flared up. One thing to help is alkaline water. Yeah, I drink spring water, alkaline water. And this is another thing. So the alkaline diet is good for someone who does not have the issues that we have. But if you have the issues that we have, that stuff you cannot consume it and think you're gonna be okay. So the alkaline diet consists of beans and legumes, some of those nightshade vegetables, um, and those are both food groups you need to stay away from when you have a mold sensitivity. Autoimmunity is basically you're having a mold sensitivity. If you're dealing with migraines, if you have IBS, celiac disease, if you're just a woman, you have endometriosis, that type of stuff. You need to do this diet for 30 days. Within the 30 days, you're eating these 20 meals of non-snacks, prepared according to AIP, so alternative ingredients. After 30 days, you reintroduce the foods to see which food groups trigger you. We may not all be triggered by the same food group. So it's like after 30 days, you reintroduce the foods, and this book tells you exactly how to go through the process, and it's going to take time. But as you're on the diet, as you are on the diet within like the 30 days, you're going to feel different. Okay? Y'all always like, you glowing and stuff. You going to feel the same way that I do. Like, yes, I'm tired because I'm fighting a disease, but eating differently helps the situation. Thank you, Beverly. So, yes, I have sick mates who are dealing with the same condition. And it's one thing is you don't want to like push stuff on people, but I am the guinea pig. I like to go through my trial and errors, even when I was on medication, because I'm not on medication. And I was told the downside of the medication and everything. I still went through with it because I needed to experience it. And when I experienced that's something I would never want to experience anymore. I ended up being one of the people who had to deal with the horrible side effects of chemo treatment and prednisone. And I discovered this diet, and like I said, I'm a trial and error type of person. I was told that if you avoid these foods, you'll feel better or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'll try. So within a week's time, y'all, I started like, I started having this energy. I started having this type of comfort that I've never felt in life, ever. Literally since young, because every time I would eat or every time I would go out or do something for too long, my body feels uncomfortable. I feel weak. I feel flared up. So it's just something that you just have to try. And I do have sick mates who do not want to give up their food. And honestly, it is the food. It is the food. Even if the food is healthy and organic, it is the food. So, and that is just something that I let people decide if they want to do it. If you guys want to, try the diet. But I'm different. I feel better. I feel way better. And before I started this diet, I juiced for 3 days because I didn't have, like, everything that I had in my home was everything that I wasn't supposed to have, other than me making juices. I had just got a juicer. I had the, vegetables, so I just juiced the first 3 days and got to the store and got in the foods that I could eat. And through these 2 years that I've been on this diet, because it'll be 2 years in May, I've also discovered like alternative products, because I know some people do like to eat certain foods. And I've just discovered like more things, and it's all in this book. More things we can eat, chemicals. Yeah, you definitely need to stay away from processed foods too. Best to you, my beautiful friend. I'm praying for you daily. JD, I'm about to try to add the Instagram link in my bio. You know what? I really hate that I don't remember how to use this YouTube. I know how to do it from my phone. Let me try to. Yeah, it's on Amazon, but let me just get the links. Like the links are on my Instagram, on my link tree. If you could just click my TikTok link and my YouTube, you'll see it. But I'm trying to get the direct links on. Hmm. It's so much easier to do on the phone. I don't know why certain companies make their apps a little not user friendly, because they'll have two different edit options. One of the edit options don't edit the links. It just edits the bio, and then you gotta find the other edit option to actually add the links. I just did it the other night on my phone, and like I just don't even understand. YouTube, this is why TikTok is winning. Letting y'all know that right now. Cause I'm on the computer, it's a little different. Like do you want me to add the direct Amazon link? Cause I will. I definitely will. JD, the physical copy is on Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it right now. Let me know if you see it, because I just did it. Okay, I'm back, guys. Ah, okay, I'm back. Let me look and see. Okay, so it's right there in my Patreon for the digital copy, just in case you want to look at that option. Thank you so much. Okay, let me look and see what that look like. Okay, so so I have like 4 links. I have the book, this physical copy is the first link, the AIP diet, and then if you want this as a digital copy, I have the second link that says digital products, and you can get my digital products from my Patreon. You can click that link, and then the rest of the links are just my other socials. I don't know why. Let me just take this Instagram one off. I don't know why that's not pulling up. Okay, so I added it, JD. Okay, we gone. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. So how is everybody though? I'm super proud of you. The Lord will always protect and bless you. Thank you, Sue's Salmon. You're so beautiful. Your skin glows. Thank you, y'all. I'm about to get off. You're a January baby as well. Happy early birthday to you too, Tatiana. New background unlocked. Yep, it's been a while. I hope everything is well. Thank you, Nadia baby. Yes, is the diet expensive? Because I really need to go on a diet. My daughter tells me every day, all day, listen, medicine is expensive, okay? Medicine is expensive. I'm going to give you guys a glance at the foods to avoid list, those food groups, and the foods to include list. She said, is it expensive, girl? Sometimes I find myself fasting a lot because, you know, this is why I created this meal plan. No, I don't want nobody falling out because this is a table of contents. That is how strict this diet is. You find yourself, you can't even just go to the store and buy something. You can't just buy it. Everything comes from scratch. So these ingredients, this line is because this is like just a proof. This is not going to be there. But the ingredients for this, like for example, the ingredients, everything is from scratch. So since everything is from scratch, it gets a little expensive because you just can't go in the store and get a processed item. You have to make everything from scratch, and every recipe in here, down from the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner, they all come with nutrition facts, and the nutrition facts are in the back. And this is the back of the book where you reintroduce the foods and you actually track your symptoms from whatever happens to your skin, whatever happens to anything organ-wise, anything body-wise. You just document that. So that part of the book, it just, goes through the reintroduction process after eliminating the foods for 30 days. So yes, the diet is expensive because you really should be getting organic as much as possible. But I definitely understand, not being able to. But this is why I incorporated snacks as well. Because us as people, sometimes we feel like we need something to snack on. So it's 20 meals and non-snacks. And you can still eat meat. Just based on your blood type. That's what you should be doing as far as protein. Now, if your blood type says you don't need any protein, don't eat it. But that doesn't mean you can't do the recipe options in here. You can just do them without meat. Thank you so much. I'm going to buy it in a little bit. My name is Joy. I have to go back to work right now. May God continue to bless you and carry you into better health, happiness, and love. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody's love and support. You are so beautiful. I saw you special and wish you the best. Thank you, Jazzy. Yes, it's been a journey. We in 2025. I pray that anyone that's sick, I pray that this is your year to evolve in the sickness, to not let the sickness take another year out of you, and you're not you know, at least just prospering. And you can always prosper in storms. You don't have to just be sitting up and allowing it to like swallow you up. We're supposed to be overcoming any challenge thrown at us. So even if you are sick, disabled, limited for the rest of your life, there's always room to get better and to actually enjoy it and love who you are and to evolve, you know, with it. So, because you never know how God can just swoop in and just make the whole issue just go away. So the first thing is to accept it and then to learn how to live through it. So that's what I decided to do with this entire, like everything that I do. I said I need to figure out the best way to live through this. Is there a way that I can change my diet? Thank you. Hey, Bonet. Is there a way that I can like eat differently? I know that I'm limited, but are there things that I can do that I can do? Because you know, I've also dealt with brain fog, and we have brain fog. It makes you tired. It drains you. It puts your body. So it's just like I just had to learn how to be as minimalist as possible, accept how little I can do, accept how often I can do things, and let God just heal me and restore me. And in the process, I started being able to do a little bit more at a time. So that's the goal when you are dealing with challenges, is to accept it and to allow whoever you are at that time, that moment in life, to just get a little bit better through the process. And I did that with changing my diet. Do I ever miss eating certain foods? No. Um, because when you feel good, you start to look at the food like that's not even good for us anyway. Now, certain foods that I do miss eating is bread. But the way bread makes me feel, the way that you can feel, the way grains, basically, I miss grains. I'm not even going to say bread, grains as a whole, grains. Grains, I miss grains. I miss eating nuts and seeds, but every time I would eat these things, I would feel horrible. Um, Once you learn how to feel good and feel better, you don't want to go back. Okay. It's like experiencing God's mercy and love, and then say, do you ever miss, you know, your old lifestyle? No. I have so much peace, clarity, and understanding now. I will take my time. Okay, so I really don't miss anything that I used to eat. Um, Unknowingly knowing that it was actually causing me to be in horrible health. So yes, yeah, grains was something that I used to enjoy, and peppers. I used to love bell peppers, and that's a nightshade vegetable. And I used to love beans and legumes, but feeling how I feel, I do not miss it. Okay, I do not miss the beans. One spoon of eating stuff like that triggers me. Okay, so I love the way that I feel now, so I don't miss it. Thank you, URB Clips. Bonet, when did you get on here? Thank you so much, Bonet. Um, you can purchase at the links in my bio. I have a digital copy, like the ebook, and the physical copy is on Amazon, but the digital copy is on my Patreon. I was talking about your diagnosis, so I can't type long messages. I didn't even, let me scroll up really fast, because I'm on YouTube and TikTok Live. But everybody on YouTube left. I think it's because they went back to work. um, but yes, I'm about to get off soon though. I told you guys I like to intermittent fast sometimes and wait to eat and get my uh, schedule out of the way, like my morning schedule. This is also linked as well. In a perspective, this is my journal. This is the beginning of the year. This is a 30-day habit reset for overall growth. So it's like a daily devotional, but it's deeper than that. So each day it has a different focus, Bible verse, exercise, and the affirmations are at the bottom. And this is 30 days of this. Night reflection is always going to be on the right side. So it's always going to be a prompt in you about the day. You know, so this is to help you grow and evolve and actually like help you start becoming, you know, the person God created you to be. Actually help you start walking in the steps of the woman you're destined to be, or man. It's no gender specific. It's unisex. So this is also linked in my bio as a physical copy on Amazon or the digital copy on my Patreon. I'm gonna show you guys too in a perspective. So yes, thank you so much y'all for tuning in. And I will probably see you guys Thursday on my birthday. I'm not gonna go live tomorrow. So Thursday I'll be 30 and I think I will go live. Maybe. We'll see how the day goes. I love y'all and I pray for everyone, covering and strength, and praying that the blood touches everybody's soul today and for the rest of the year. In Jesus' name. Amen. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.